Welcome to the Masterclass Season 3. Kehlani folded. We already did one in Season 2. And I was showing you how I improvise on it or learn a song just using the chords. She did colors, right? And we're gonna watch it. We're gonna go through it. We're just gonna pick at it real quick. I was hollering at one of the homies on the channel, Dex, I got you, bro. And we were discussing kind of like about what it's like when you're playing like a melody, a vocal part. You really want to keep in mind like it's the vocal part. And that can actually help you play it way more better. Sometimes people play songs and they play it very like, you know, they play the vocal part almost exactly how it's supposed to be played, right? And as a performance pianist, that's against my religion. I can't do that. Like I can for subtleness and stuff like that, but for the most part, I gotta give it to you how I feel it. And Kehlani does that when she sings this song. The lyrics is only one word per word, if that makes sense. So come pick up your clothes. I have them folded. That's just that I didn't count while I did that, but I know that there was only one word per finger. And so when you think about that, that's one note, right? But what she do a lot with that one note, sometimes she go out of the, you feel me? You know what I mean? Are you seeing what I'm saying? That's what we dealing with today, and I'm gonna showcase it to you. I just wanna get into that, how we can be more expressive when we're playing these songs. You feel me? It makes it funner, it makes it feel better. And performance-wise, I'm a performance pianist. I'm gonna show you how to perform. Let's go. I love Color Studio, bro. The aesthetic be so fire, bro. I'm just gonna play along. Okay.
I'm telling you beyond your way. We're not
Pause. Rewind.
I'm telling you beyond your way.
Right. I'm telling you to be on your way. She could have just ended it. She could have stopped there. Then go into, you see what I'm saying? Instead she did like, oh, you know, what was that? It don't even matter about the accuracy of what we doing. I just wanted to show you what I be doing. Like people be like, what's the little licks that you be doing? I'm thinking about it like a vocal, bro. You see what she just did? Why wouldn't I do it? If I was playing it, this is how I'm gonna do it. I'm in the scale, bro. And a cheat code a lot of times is whatever chord you already have, use all of the notes in totality to guide you on what notes you can hit. Because if they're already in the song, you feel me? So we done played this. So every note that's in this hand right here, well, that you see visibly is a fair note. Everything you see right here, fair note. Then you go here. Everything you see here, fair note. Everything you see here, fair note. And so when I do that, I hit all of those. And I let the bass just do what it do. I can play chords in my left hand, so sometimes I'll bring the chord back in with the left hand, but ultimately, I'm just, you know, on an octave. You won't have to if you can't, but anyways, let's get back to the video. Y'all see my point.
You come pick up your clothes.
She said, in your clothes. She's doing a lot. And she keeps it regular. Frozen. That's that little end. She could have just E flat, D flatted it. But that's the little fun part, bro. About how you can add more. She said, and that's what I'm saying. You don't even have to do what she did. That's sometimes her voice is probably accustomed to doing all types of riffs and all types of extra stuff, right? And so she might do it differently another time if she feels it, or she might just stay in that pocket. People usually stay in the pockets of what they're comfortable in, even singers. Different artists got like the little runs that they do that you're like, oh, they always do that run. Or not always, but that's their little pocket that they like. That's the riff that they like. Act like the piano is singing. So you can add them extra notes instead of instead, you can just add a little extra stuff, bro. Or sis, whoever, add the little extra. Also, she's about to do something that I want y'all to see. She don't even finish the lyrics. And she lets it fly. That right there, perfect piano tip right there. Perfect piano tip right there, bro. If you're playing a song, bro, sometimes you don't play chord it out right there. So look. You see how you finish that? And use that to do some type of run or some type of arpeggiation. All I said was, I didn't do the 40. I said, leave it alone sometimes, bro. Sometimes, like, on that last word, use this as a tip. Finish it. Come pick up your clothes. I have them. You feel me? You gotta leave it alone. Like, sometimes you gotta, like, pause, add for tension, or just leave it alone and let the music play. That's where you can bounce in between melody and chord perfectly, and it sounds right. Okay. Listen how she's, like, just, like, riffing off of her own thing, bro. Then let the beat go. Now, she was riffing off her own backing track, but you can do that too. And how you can do that is literally just chord or just keep the bass going or keep stuff happening. That's why I always say learn how to play chords in your left hand. How you do that? You literally gotta practice it. This is my right hand. You just gotta practice doing this. And once you do, it'll free this hand up to do all this stuff. That's that. Now, if I was gonna do and all I was doing was riffing off whatever the scale is, bro. Honestly, which is already notes we already been playing, but I'm just add some stuff in there, bro. Keep the pace of the song. See what I'm saying? Just play with it, bro.
No matter what you do to switch the story up, I know I made my mark.
When you come in on a song, on a part, on the second part, you should be playing harder, bro. You see how she just that part's cold. I'm saying? That's just an ad-lib. I mean, that's just her just riffing, bro. That's just her riffing. And when you take a song, you play it on piano, if you want to turn it to a performance level, that's what you want to do. She's performing. Unless you're going to keep it subtle, very subtle, you ain't got to do no riffs. You can just make it beautiful. But what you going to do, you got to lean into it. So if you're going to do that, you can just lean into it, bro. Just like, you just keep it subtle. Lean into whatever vibe that you're playing.
Empty promises I had voted.
And I'm gonna do this one part and then we go wrap it up. The one part that we all know we waiting for. She does a thing where it's call and response too. That's really cool. And you can do that with piano too. You can go up and play the same thing, treat it like it's a background vocal. You know, like you got two vocals. Finish what you're playing up high and bounce between this middle register and this higher register, continuing your vocal line, your melody. You treat it like, oh, it's another voice. It's two voices. You can simulate that.
So come pick up your clothes. I had them put in. Meet me in my door.
That's the part I want. We're gonna rewind right there. And look at her hands, bro. Look at her hands. She knows, she gets it, bro. When singers do that, they're finessing notes, bro. I'm no longer just doing the basic vocal line that this song is, the regular melody. I'm adding to the melody by adding all this stuff. Same thing you do on piano. It goes up, which shows me, even her singing, that's kind of crazy. She's going up further just to do all that. Okay. Right. Okay. Bro, so what she did, she came up out the key, bro. She came up out of the key, out of the correct key to do an accidental being it's not a natural part of whatever the key scale of the song is. She had an A. Think about that, bro. Think about that. That goes against what you're supposed to do sometimes. You can do that with any song. That's my point. Not just this. This is just a perfect example. But my point is of this whole thing. You can everything we watched Kehlani do today in this video is what you can do with any song, bro. That's how you flow. That's how you start practicing getting into like these flow states with playing songs, bro, because you can do that. You know, on piano, I feel like sometimes we don't think about it like this, but it's the same thing. Actually, when you get into producing, all my producers know, when you're looking at like chords and things like that in the studio and in music, they call them voices. How many voices? And they say the same thing when it comes to how, like MIDI keyboards, how many voices are playing at the same time. You're talking about like notes, how many things are being pressed, all these voices. That's for a reason. And you gotta treat it like that, bro. I just want you to change your thought. Go learn a song and practice trying to think about it like as if you're singing it with your hand. Or just think about this video and how we broke it down. Or go watch another singer do it and see how they were expressive with their vocals and how they were taking words that only need one note to say or syllables, and they took it and did all this extra stuff that was completely unnecessary. It's completely unnecessary, but you know, when you add it in, it can do something. It can do something, especially if you do it the right way and you do the right ones. Either way, man, that's the video. I appreciate y'all. Yeah, I'll catch y'all later in the next video, man. You got your homework, class. Class dismissed.